Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Ryan in North Carolina, watching on the Audience Network. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, what's up, Artie?
Hey, man.
Hey, big fan, man.
Thank you.
I know you hate A-Rod with a passion and stuff like that. And I'm not a big sports fan, but isn't he contractually obligated to do certain things, like in a season, like
get a hit?
Well, no. Like, say if they don't want him to play, can't they just call him every day and be like, hey, you got to run, bases for 6 hours every day, or?
Oh, I don't know. Do you know if that's in a contract ever, Darrell?
Oh, you mean like the football players? They used to
you
run.
have to work out a certain way? I don't know.
They could run a football player off by making him run.
No kidding. Is that true?
You could in high school. And,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, they also
you
do
can
it in
abuse
hockey.
a guy in practice.
I don't know if A-Rod's the kind of guy.
He
Scott
wouldn't
Boras,
let that happen.
First of all, the Major League Baseball Union, Scott Boras and A-Rod, that's a triple threat of nothing happening that doesn't want.
Can you imagine that guy's legal team?
I know.
Because
he can afford everyone.
I'm not a sociologist. I'm going to throw a theory out, but New York, it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's great here, but it's so hard. And we all have to we have to all work harder than we want to.
I know, yeah.
All the time.
Yep.
So
because it forgets quickly too. You can be up and
plus,
then down.
I don't know about you, but when I get in trouble, I get in trouble.
Oh, me too. Dude.
I always pay.
Me and you should go on tour.
I get in trouble. I always get caught. And I always pay. So now you're looking at a guy who's like, well, you know what? Let me hire some big lawyers. I got a $40 million mansion. Let me spend $100 million and jam this thing up.
It all works. Hey, every time I've hired a publicist too, the bad times they all abandon me.
Yeah.
Like, isn't this one time when you guys should be working? We have nothing to say.
Yeah.
Can we have $4,000? That's our monthly.
Like, am I the only guy here that go to jail in the Caribbean? Am I the only one?
I spent the night in Paris in jail.
Oh, did you?
That was terrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
I spent a night in a Parisian jail.
How was that?
Oh, it was terrible. I was in there with one guy, in the psych ward of the jail.
Give Darrell Hammond's props.
What's that? What's that? Oh, did we forget? We forget the caller. Sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
I wanted to give Darrell Hammond's props.
Of course, man.
Well, I heard him talking about his book like maybe a year or two ago, and he was actually talking about his personal demons or whatever. And
It's a great book.
Respect for that, for actually coming out and telling people about that. A lot of people don't do that.
Well, you don't make money off the book. I didn't. I've got some lectures out of it, but
right.
Someone was saying, if you could help one kid, would you write the book? It's a pain in the ass to write a book.
I wouldn't do it for one kid, no.
I did. I fell for the whole thing.
If it was just one kid, I'd rather go say, "Where's that kid?" I'd talk to him
I
one-on-one.
called the editor. It was like 6 months later. I was like halfway through the book. I was like, "It's just one kid."
No, me, I'd say, "Where's that kid leave?" I'll go talk to him. I'll take him to lunch. I'm not writing a book for him.
Because it sucks.
It's
so hard.
It takes a long time.
It's like really hard to write.
I just finished the second one.
Yeah?
I just finished the second one, yeah. So.
Oh, man, it's hard, right?
It is hard, man. It is hard. It's not easy. Yeah. Well, thanks, Ryan, for the call. I appreciate it.
Big fan.
Thank you, Ryan. Thanks,
buddy. So, I didn't realize you were that hardcore of a baseball fan.
Yeah,
or sports
that's
in general.
all I thought about my whole life. Not just baseball. I'm starting to get into the NFL, and then the past season I started getting into NBA thanks to Stephen A. Smith. Those guys and that debate thing they have in the morning. I really started watching NBA.
It's fun.
Oh yeah,
it's really fun. So I'm learning about the NBA, but I really started getting into football the last couple of years. And this one over here is an NBA freak.
Oh yeah. So
well,
you like all sports then?
Okay. Well, you like
basketball and football mostly.
She doesn't really know baseball.
Where'd you grow up?
L.A.
Oh, okay. So you're Lakers.
Lakers,
all Lakers.
Man, they're huge out there, those guys.
Oh, forget it.
I
lived out there. I lived in L.A. for 6 years. I went to a couple Laker games. It was extraordinary.
It's like church out there with the Lakers. It's like that.
It's a weird scene, though. It's not like a Knick game. It's not like an East Coast sporting event. It's very different.
like when I'm in New Orleans and the LSU Tigers are playing, that's like church, man.
Oh, yeah. Southern football. Southern college football.
Yeah, well,
Nuts.
that's the same out in L.A. with this.
Well, what about the Clippers? The Clippers, are they overtaking the Lakers at some point this year?
Kim will have none of that talk.
Kelly, do you have any thought on the Clippers?
The Clippers are always going to be the second-hand team in LA, no matter what.
Even if they're better than the
Lakers? They win. What if they win?
They'll have maybe one season this season until next season when we bring in the big guns.
I get the feeling that it is true. Even if the Clippers won the title, the Lakers would still get more press.
Yeah. Well,
there.
you get Kobe, and you guys want Melo now, right?
Mellow LeBron, and maybe bring Phil Jackson back.
Sure, Melo, LeBron, that would be great. Bring them out there. That'd be fantastic.
You're not going to get LeBron, but you might get Melo and Phil.
No,
You might get Phil Jackson.
They could get LeBron. That's the thing. He can opt
LeBron
out
hasn't
after
out,
this
you know.
year.
LeBron hasn't out.
After this season, he can opt out.
That would be. I mean, I'd have to get into that.
Well, that's the same thing A-Rod got. That's why he got that. These contracts should be framed in the Smithsonian. All that money, and they have an out, these guys. So I could. That's how they That's why he got the Yankees to re-sign him in 07.
I mean, what about Phil Jackson and LeBron?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Well,
Right.
LeBron's probably not finished in Miami yet. Who knows? Everybody says Wade is hurt and Bosch is disappointing, I guess. But and they almost lost this year. They should have lost the finals.
Well, what about even old Kobe? Everyone's saying that he is back. You know, he blew his Achilles out at the end of the season. He's back. He's working out full speed. He's
Right.
superhuman. Even old Kobe is like a superhero on the basketball court.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be around for a while. Everyone says he's.
Well, it depends on his conditioning. Nowadays, the
Toward the
conditioning is
twilight
so
of his career.
amazing.
It's so.
That's the
advanced.
thing with him.
Yeah.
He is such a pro.
Does he have 2 good ones left in him? 2 good years?
Oh, without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, Kobe.
absolutely.
I got to go to one of those games, man. That must be.
You never been to a
crazy.
Laker game?
No, I went to a Knicks game. It was like unbelievably good. It was so fantastic.
One of the funniest things that I ever heard of happened at my buddy. You know Fred Wolf, right? Fred Wolf, the writer. Fred told me that one time he was at a Laker game, and it was in between quarters, and Jack Nicholson was sitting in his seat. And everybody was watching as this like hot blonde was making her way to Jack Nicholson, and she was getting through each security guard and saying something, and she's making her way to Nicholson, and everybody's watching her. So it became like a thing in the section they were in. Yeah. So she makes her way to Nicholson. They're talking a little bit, and then she leaves Nicholson. Nicholson puts his head down and holds up her phone number, and the whole place goes. He just went like, we got to take another quick break. We'll finish out the hour with Darrell Hammond. Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show, talking sports, mostly A-Rod and baseball with the great Darrell Hammond. What do you got coming up, Darrell? You want to plug anything?
I'm doing I have a new show coming out on ABC.
Oh, cool.
In I think November or December. I was supposed to start something this week, rehearsals this week for something about my book. But
Right.
there was an accident with one of the producers when I couldn't start it.
What do you mean, like
I'm not able to
TV show or a movie?
It was going to be something involving rehearsals.
Oh, wow.
That I've been sitting on. You know, like you go to these red carpet premieres. Like I don't even go to those anymore because what are you doing? I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
That's intriguing, though.
So is that ever going to happen? It's just
say
pushed
it's gonna
back a little.
happen. They say it's going to happen, but it's
What's the ABC show?
I don't. It's
Sitcom?
no. Am I allowed to? I don't mean it. Because they haven't made their announcement yet. I taped 6 shows with John Lovitz.
Oh, okay, so that sounds funny.
It was funny. It's unscripted, live audience. People laughed. I hope it. I mean, it's a beautiful show.
Really?
Yeah.
Unscripted?
Unscripted.
No kidding. It's you and Lovitz.
It's Lovitz and a whole bunch of others and a few other celebrities. Yeah.
And is it like improv or something?
It's kind of it's the opposite of. I'm not allowed to talk about it. I mean, I haven't had nothing to talk. I mean, I'm like.
See, but that's the best way to do it because now you're making us very intrigued.
Yes.
All I can tell you is that someone came up with the idea of if you put John Levinson in front of a live audience that was just a beautiful crowd,
Yeah.
that he would kill.
Lovitz does kill. I love
He
it.
kills.
You're right. If it's a hot crowd, like a talk show crowd, like a Letterman type thing, and he's being John Lovitz, he destroys.
crushed. He crushed.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Hopefully it comes through in the editing,
But it does. It does because I egged him on quite a bit
Right. Oh, good. That's good.
because the more I would egg him on, the funnier he would be.
Now, as a Yankee purist, like I am, are you upset that the Yankees are wearing these goofball hats tonight? What is with these hats?
I don't understand it.
The hat you're wearing is the Yankee garb. That's the.
Yeah, why are
that's
they
what-
wearing that? I mean, I like it when they wear the military camouflage because I like the salute to the.
Yeah, but that's one thing. That's
for the
a
military.
special thing.
Yeah.
But this is, come on. This is just, they look like a softball team.
Wait, why are they wearing that hat?
It's stupid. It's stupid. A-Rod looks fine in it for some reason.
Because he's handsome.
Because he's quite a looker.
The girl says he's a good-looking guy.
Brings out his green eyes.
Yeah. Remember when the Steelers wore those uniforms last year?
That was odd.
What was that all about?
I know, that really was weird looking.
Like, they have great uniforms. The Steelers have great uniforms.
Yeah.
Why ruin it?
The throwbacks are.
Do you want me to do an impressions for you before I go?
Okay, well, whatever you want.
I guess we could do the Sharpton blueberry pie. The blueberry pie.
That's a good guy.
When I was a kid, I grew up in Brooklyn. I would come home from school and my mother would make blueberry pie. And I would sneak some of the pie. She would say, "You sneak pie?" I said, "No, I didn't sneak pie. I would have blueberry all over my face." That's how I feel about Republicans. Oh, no, we didn't wreck the economy. They got blueberry pie all over the...
That's how you feel about the Republicans.
I'm just making something.
That's the best political analogy I've ever heard.
I think that's a speech he actually.
That's how I feel about the Republicans.
They said, "Oh, no, we didn't wreck the economy, but they got blueberry pie all over the face. They were the ones eating the pie."
All right. The great Darrell Hammond. So hot, a couple of projects you can't talk about is going on right now. Darrell Hammond, thanks, buddy.
All right, bro.
Love you, man. All
Love
right.
you too.